The big story from Sri Lanka. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has announced that he'll appoint new Prime Minister and the cabinet this week. This as the country struggles with massive economic and political crisis as well as street protests. Sri Lankan president has so far ignored calls for his resignation. But on Wednesday, he said he's ready to abolish the executive presidency once the country stabilizes. He also said that he'll empower the parliament, bringing back the 19th Amendment, which restricts presidential powers. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka's central bank governor has warned that the country's economic situation will worsen if political stability is not achieved. Sri Lanka has been suffering from the worst economic crisis since its independence.
Just 2 days after the mob attack was unleashed onto the heart of the protest area, which is the golf face, things seem to have returned to normal pretty quickly. Even though there is a curfew in place, people have gathered here like it used to be before the curfew, and they are now coming in numbers, and this has been the normalcy where towards the evening people tend to come here more, and that's been the case today as well. As for events today, in the afternoon, the police were here and announced publicly that this protest site needs to be cleared and the protesters need to leave according to the emergency law. But as you can see behind me, there is a lot of lawyers who are present here supporting the protest, and they were able to intervene and stop that from occurring, and they argued that this protest has to continue in the democratic frame and in the peaceful form. So apart from that, there were no violent incidents recorded today. There was also talks about convening the parliament today, but that didn't occur because some of the parliamentarians required safety for them to actually arrive in the parliament, so that didn't happen today, but we look forward to the parliament being convened. So that's about it. Life goes on here. The protesters are very, very focused on their goal of achieving the final goal of getting rid of this president from office, and then from there on, I think the process of rebuilding the country will start.